This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold a house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate.
Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors.
I love every second.
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall.
Let's go and sell some homes.
All right, welcome to the Radio Realtors. I'm excited, Frank. We are Northern California's #1 real estate radio show. We're proudly coming to you from the Zotex Flooring, Cabinets, and More studios. And my name is Robert Lewis, your real estate professor.
And I'm Frank Crandall. And Rob, I'm excited too. I am the consigliere of real estate. And thanks for tuning into the Radio Realtors today.
And you know what, Frank? You're going to want to write down our number immediately because today's show is going to blow your socks off.
And what if our listeners are not wearing socks, Rob?
Well, Frank, we're going to blow their flip-flops off then because it is going to be a great show. So give us a call right now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
Or live chat with us right now at RadioRealtors.com. That's the RadioRealtors.com.
You know what, Frank? At the Radio Realtors, we don't just discuss real estate.
No, Rob. We do real estate.
That's right. And we have an awesome show for you today, including what, Frank?
Number 1, 4 ways to save when selling your home.
All right. And number 2 is our Ask the Inspector segment with Raymond Overton from Hawkeye Home Inspections. Some great questions from our listeners.
Number 3, a shocking real estate bombshell from Dave Ramsey.
Ooh, that's going to be interesting. So once again, you can reach out to the Radio Realtors at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
Or you can use our live chat option anytime at our website, RadioRealtors.com. That's RadioRealtors.com.
Now, when you say anytime for our live chat option at our website, RadioRealtors.com, is it anytime or is it just between certain hours?
Anytime.
So it's like 24/7?
Yes, sir.
24/7, 365.
Yes, sir.
There is somebody from our team manning or womaning that site, and they can chat with you.
And we pay them very well.
Yeah, they do a good job. And you know, one of the coolest things about it is they're part of our team. They're right here. So when that face drops down and it says Madeline or Roger or whatever, it's going to be Madeline or Roger. You'll see their little photo come on down. So it's kind of nice. So, well, let's get right to it. You know, selling your home can be a thrilling and very profitable experience. But for the first-time home seller, it can also be like nerve-wracking and extremely frustrating. And that's because getting your home ready to be scrutinized by strangers can cost you some big bucks and quite a bit of good old-fashioned elbow grease. And as the saying goes, Frank, it takes money to make money.
However, there are some easy ways to cut down on your front-end expenses to make your home sale more profitable. So we're going to take a look at 4 of the best, right, Rob?
That's right, Frank.
Okay, the first way to save money selling your home is stage your home yourself.
Yeah, you know, professional home staging can be pretty expensive. And the average cost of staging a home is just over $1,000, and renting furniture can add more to that. That's the bad news. The good news is that you can do a lot of home staging yourself.
Yeah, Rob, my wife Mary is a home stager, as you know, and at its roots, the art of home staging is simply making a home as appealing as possible to prospective buyers.
Right, Frank, and as we always say, people buy with their eyes. So you want to show your home in the best possible light and help buyers visualize the potential of your living space.
And Rob, that's easier for a trained, objective expert to do, but you can get great results if you follow a few general rules.
Yeah, right. If you hired a professional stager like Mary Crandall, they'd likely deep clean your home before they stage it. So you want to start with that. You want to clean the floors, walls, windows, appliances, and your trim. And if your home needs a lot of work, hiring a professional cleaning crew might be a sound investment there.
The next thing you want to do is consider that the key to beautiful photos and video, it is your lighting. So you're going to want to remove all your window coverings like blinds or drapes to let the natural light in.
Yeah, and the other thing you will want to look at is your furniture. If it's out of date or in poor condition, put it in storage or throw it out. And even if your furniture is up to date and in excellent condition, keep in mind that having too much furniture crammed into a space is just as bad as not having it at all.
Yeah, you want to have enough furniture in your home to make it warm and inviting, but keep enough open space so that the potential buyers can project their own taste onto the home.
Yeah, the less is more rule definitely applies here. Above all, make sure your home doesn't look cluttered.
And we should also remind our listeners that some of our home selling options, they do include staging.
That's right. In fact, several of our home selling options do include staging. And Mary is one of those stagers, and she does a wonderful job.
Now, Mary, I know I'm biased, but she has this eye that, a lot of people don't. And being that she's been doing it for so long, she's just really good at her craft, and she's very competitive in the pricing market as well. So that leads us to number 2. The second way to save money selling your home is to get a pre-listing inspection.
Yeah, Frank, a pre-listing inspection can save you money and a lot of potential stress, because if you wait until the buyer's inspection to discover possible problems with your house, that could mean choosing between a price reduction or paying for a laundry list of repairs on the buyer's timeline.
I totally agree, Rob. And the average cost of a pre-sale inspection is just about over $400, and it covers a ton of things like the roof, the foundation, the plumbing, the HVAC systems, and exterior features of the home like sidewalks, fencing, and the siding.
And Frank, discovering problems with your home ahead of time allows you to perform repairs at your own pace. You can shop around for the best contractor rates instead of having them done like in a panic.
Yep, and I also think it's a great marketing advantage as well. Telling prospective buyers that your home has undergone a pre-sale inspection followed by repairs and remediation, it encourages them to bid on your home with confidence.
That's right. And we always recommend Hawkeye Home Experts for any inspection, including a pre-sale inspection. Just go to our website. It's theradiorealtors.com. That's theradiorealtors.com. And you can find the link for Hawkeye Home Experts. And stick around, as later in the show, we're going to have our Ask the Inspector segment with our good friend Ray Overton from Hawkeye Home Experts. And it's going to be great stuff. So stick around for that.
Okay, the third way to save money selling your home is do some low-cost repairs.
Yeah, Frank, even if your home doesn't require any major repairs, freshening it up a little can pay huge dividends when it hits the market. And we're not talking about a new roof or adding an in-ground pool or anything like that. Some of the most effective repairs are also some of the least expensive, like a fresh coat of paint.
Yes, sir. A new paint job can make a home look warmer, cleaner, brighter. It's also a job that can be done in a weekend for the cost of some paint, some drop cloths, and a few rollers.
Yeah, and if you decide to paint the interior of your home before you put it on the market, just make sure you choose your colors wisely. Though white may seem like an obvious choice, it can often seem harsh and institutional, and it shows dirt very easily. So instead, maybe choose a softer off-white tone for more visually appealing walls.
White does work for ceilings, though, Rob. Painting the ceiling a lighter color than the walls makes the ceiling seem higher, which makes the entire room seem larger.
That's true, Frank. Just remember to invest in high-quality paint. The smoother, more uniform texture makes a significant difference. Now, before we go over some more of the low-cost repairs, we are going to go to break. If you'd like to get a hold of the Radio Realtors, we would love to talk to you. Our number is 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO with your comments or your questions. Or if you'd like to book a listing appointment or a pre-buyer appointment, we can do that for you as well. 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO, or find us online at radiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com. And we'll be back right after this. Mortgage interest rates may be going up, but with Sammy Campbell and her team at Preferred Rate, you can still take advantage of a shifting real estate market. At Preferred Rate, they live by this motto, mortgages made simple, and they can help you lower your monthly payment, remove expensive mortgage insurance, or even reduce the length of your loan. All of these things could save you thousands in unnecessary interest, and with home values continuing to climb in Northern California, with Preferred Rate, you can easily tap into your equity to pay off high-interest credit cards, make home improvements, or use it however you like. And get this, if you're ready to buy a home, Preferred Rate makes the pre-approval process super easy and stress-free. Call Sammy Campbell now at 817-778-4592. That's 817-778-4592 or online at informedmortgagefinancing.com. informedmortgagefinancing.com. NMLS ID number 277792, Equal Housing Lender.
Trust the Hawk, Hawkeye Home Experts. Buying and selling a home can be stressful, but not with Hawkeye. Hawkeye Home Experts make home, pest, and roof inspections a breeze. If you're buying a home, Hawkeye will inspect it and give you a detailed report showing current and future problems that other companies might miss. If you're selling a home, Hawkeye will reveal anything that might get in the way of an easy transaction. Think Hawkeye, your trusted home inspection company. Online at HawkeyeHomeExperts.com. HawkeyeHomeExperts.com. Trust the Hawk.
In this crazy real estate market, if you're even considering selling your home, you need options.
Because the fact of the matter is, selling your home is not one size fits all.
And at the Radio Realtors, we're all about options.
Yeah, maybe your home is in great condition and a traditional sale with a targeted marketing approach that gets you multiple offers over list price is what you want.
Or maybe you would sell if you had the perfect home to move to. Then our Dream Home Finder program is your best option.
Or maybe your home needs a little sprucing up to get top dollar. Then our quick fix and list option, where we pay for the repairs up front, is what you need.
Or maybe you have a house that's a real fixer and you just don't have the time, energy, or money to deal with it, and you need a competitive all-cash offer.
We do that too.
And just like you, we hate pushy salespeople.
And we hate gimmicks.
But we do love helping you get a premium for your home, whatever your situation is. Call or text us right now at 833-32-RADIO.
That's 833-32-RADIO.
833-32-RADIO.
This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold the house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate. Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors. I love every second.
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall.
Let's go and sell some homes.
Hit my microphone.
Don't do that.
All right, welcome back to the Radio Realtors, Northern California's #1 real estate radio show. We are proudly coming to you live from the Zotex Flooring, Cabinets, and More studios. My name is Robert Lewis, your real estate professor.
And I'm Frank Crandall, your consigliere of real estate.
And I think we need to remind everybody about our podcast, Frank.
Yes, sir.
We have a great podcast, and you can find it anywhere you would find any podcast. You could find us on Amazon, Spotify, Apple, all those places. But you just search for the Radio Realtors with Robert Lewis, Frank Crandall, and Garrett Reese. If you just put the Radio Realtors in it, I think you're going to find it relatively quickly. But the great thing is you can even go to our website, radiorealtors.com, and click on the podcast link. It'll take you right there. And we would so much appreciate it if you would follow us for the podcast so you're notified when new podcasts show up. And then the other thing is that you can leave comments and things like that, and we would love to hear from you. And then we can find out what content you're enjoying, what content maybe that you don't want to hear about, and we want to deliver the goods to you. So go check out our podcast at theradiorealtors.com.
Just say yes.
And yeah, say yes to the podcast because it will change your life. There's some great information on there.
And traction has really been ticking up on that podcast.
Definitely. Well, and we've got over 100 shows on there that you can listen to, and you can go back almost 2 years on there.
100 shows.
100 shows. Yeah, it's definitely over 100 for sure.
Wow.
So we are talking in this segment, continuing along with the 4 ways that you can save when you're selling your home. And the first way you save money selling your home is to stage your home yourself. And this is a great option to do. I mean, if you have a good eye for it and you just do some basic things, you can save quite a bit of money. Now, if that's not your forte, like for me, Frank, I am not a home stager. I'm terrible at that kind of stuff. And so I would rather hire somebody to do it like Mary.
Yeah.
because I'm not one of those 1 in 100 people that can walk into a house and go, oh,
see the vision.
Perfectly placed this.
Right.
And she goes in and she's kind of like a guru. I just see her walking in and she goes, okay, give me an hour and I'll transform this place. You come back to the house and you're like, I don't want to sell it now.
Call the Vatican, see if there's something missing.
Well, yeah. And it's funny because we've actually had people that go, oh man, if our house looked like this, we wouldn't move. And we're like, okay, Mary, don't make it as nice. But that's the thing is that she is really, really good at placing things. Now, if you're good at doing those things, remember people buy with their eyes. So you want to show your home in the best possible light, its truest, most amazing potential so that people can visualize living in your home. And at the very minimum, you want to do that deep clean the walls, the floors, the windows, appliances, your trim, your baseboards, all those things, and fix like any hardware or anything like doors and things like that aren't working properly or whatever. But even hiring a professional cleaning crew is a sound investment. And it doesn't necessarily have to cost you an arm and a leg. For like $400, you could have someone do a completely deep clean on your home. And then the one thing about home staging is less is more. You want them to be able to visualize their own things in the home and not make it so cluttered they can't see.
Right. Is this a house or a furniture store?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now, the second way to save money selling your home is to get a pre-listing inspection. And this is just kind of getting a jump on things. So if you're a seller, you have a pre-listing inspection done, and it's a full home inspection. We recommend Hawkeye Home Experts.
Yep.
They come out, they do a complete inspection, and they tell you everything about your property. All the items that maybe are action items that need to be taken care of right away. But the great thing about that is that if you do your own inspection, then you're not blindsided by a buyer's home inspection coming in and they say, oh, hey, you need a new air conditioning system, or your sewer is clogged and collapsed, or you need to do this or need to do that. And then you're looking at thousands and thousands of dollars. It's much better to get ahead of that so that you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, and folks, Rob and I are big proponents of pre-listing inspections. Well, we're just going to put it right out there.
Yeah, in the Bay Area, they do that all the time. So we're kind of just catching up with the curve there, right? And like we said, Hawkeye Home Experts, they're the best, and they do every kind of inspection that you need. But that whole house inspection, that pre-listing inspection is really, really good. Now, the third way to save money selling your home is do some low-cost repairs. The first thing that we said is paint. Painting is a great option because it freshens up everything. It's kind of like the house gets that new house smell. Exterior, interior especially. Fresh paint smells so good.
Nothing beats a new paint smell.
That sounds like Nationwide is on your side.
You like that?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. I didn't know you were a singer. I knew you were a drummer. But so what's the second thing that you could do, Frank?
Okay.
Another low-cost fix.
This is kind of a pet peeve of Rob and mine, full disclosure. Clean your carpets.
Yeah, definitely.
Carpets can take a beating in a busy family home, and worn and stained carpets can make a massively negative impression on prospective buyers.
Yeah, but here's the thing. A lot of staining, matting, and obvious wear can be taken care of just by a thorough cleaning. But even if your carpet still looks good, it might have a faint odor that you become nose blind to, Frank. That's what we've heard and seen before. So that deep cleaning is always a very clever idea.
Yeah, the easiest way to thoroughly clean your carpets is to run a steam cleaner, but make sure you follow the instructions and don't use too much cleaning solution because it can leave a nasty residue.
Sounds like you know that from experience, Frank.
Once or twice.
Yeah. Now, afterwards, make sure you open your windows, you use fans to help speed up that drying process. And the next low-cost fix is repairing the roof.
And Rob, a new roof isn't exactly low cost, considering it can be the single most expensive home repair of all. But if you do have roof problems, it's better to deal with it before you put your home on the market rather than let it become an issue down the road.
Yeah, Frank, we do have some data on that. Last year, the U.S. Census found that Americans spent an average of $10,000 to replace their roofs. Considering that 50% of that cost is labor, you could assume that the materials for replacing your roof would cost you about $5,000.
And if it's a relatively simple matter of replacing some shingles, you might be able to acquire the knowledge from YouTube or some DIY books and repair your roof yourself.
Or Frank, you could do the first part of the work and remove the old shingles yourself before having some pros install the new ones. Either way, you could get yourself a shiny new roof far below the average sticker price of that $12,000 to $20,000.
Okay, the fourth way to save money selling your home is list list your home for sale with guess who? The Radio Realtors.
I totally agree with this, Frank. You know, one of the biggest single expenses of selling your home is the commission, which traditionally comes to 6% of the final sales price. And that's split between the listing agent and the buyer's agent. So for the median American home valued at just under $347,000, that comes to about $20,800.
Yeah, and with the Radio Realtors, we've got a menu of listing options where you choose the services that you want. So you choose the commission and what you want to pay.
Right. And when you work with Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall from the Radio Realtors, we offer 3 diverse ways to sell your home. Number 1 is the Radio Realtors Easy Cash Offer. And this option is designed for people that don't want to do anything to their home. You want to sell your home as is and where is, and you don't want to do any repairs whatsoever.
This is a great option if the home you want to sell is a real fixer, or if you inherited a home and you just want or need to sell.
Yeah, right. And you get a competitive all-cash offer, Frank, and you can get your proceeds in as little as 10 days.
Imagine having the money in your account that fast.
It's like pressing the easy button, Frank.
Come to Papa.
Okay. Number 2 is the Radio Realtors Original Quick Fix and List. And this is such an amazing option that we have some of our competitors literally trying to copy it, Frank.
The knife.
I know.
Yeah, Rob, they sure are trying to copy us, but the Radio Realtors Quick Fix and List program is where we will pay upfront money to help spruce up your home to help you get top dollar.
Right. Things like interior or exterior paint, a landscaping refresh, new flooring, a bathroom or kitchen remodel, whatever it takes to help you get the most money for your home. And then we just settle up at the close of escrow.
And you don't have to lift a finger, which is the best part of it all. So we take care of everything.
Right. Now, number 3 is the Radio Realtors Customized Power Seller Program. And this option is for the seller that has a home that's in really good shape. And what you need is to get the most eyeballs on your home, like attracting those all-cash Bay Area buyers so that you can get the premium for your home that you deserve.
At the Radio Realtors, we have a proprietary listing program that includes social media and customized targeted internet marketing.
Yep, the Radio Realtors have a marketing machine, and we spend thousands of dollars every month finding fully vetted, pre-approved, and cash buyers for homes just like yours.
In fact, we may already have the perfect buyer for your home.
Right. So whatever your situation is, whether you need a cash offer on your home or some upfront money to spruce it up or a customized targeted marketing approach like you said at the end there, you need to call the Radio Realtors right now. Why not work with the realtors that you hear every single week on your radio? The names you trust, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall with eXp Realty at the Radio Realtors.
And remember, with the Radio Realtors, we have a menu of listing options where you get to choose the services that you want.
And that's right. So you choose the commission that you want to pay. Give us a call right now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
Or live chat with us 24/7 at RadioRealtors.com. That's RadioRealtors.com.
And we've got to go to break, but if you'd like to get a hold of the Radio Realtors, we want to hear from you. 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Or live chat with us online 24/7 or 27/4, whatever it takes. We're willing to do it at theradiorealtors.com. That's theradiorealtors.com, and we'll be back right after this. You know, some things are worth the wait, but in today's real estate market, you don't have time to wait for an inexperienced lender to take 30 days or longer to close your loan. That's why we recommend Jeff Compton. Jeff can close your purchase or refinance loan in 14 to 21 days in most cases. If you want great interest rates, low fees, and a quick close, you want Jeff Compton and Guild Mortgage. 916-765-2900 or online at jeffcompton.com, NMLS ID number 298997. Equal housing lender.
Hey, if you need flooring for your home, you need Zotex Flooring. They're your partners as you redesign or remodel your home. Check out their hundreds of amazing reviews on Yelp and Google. Zotex is family run, and their friendly design experts will help you pick a beautiful floor that suits your home and lifestyle. Zotex also has a wide selection of cabinets and countertops. 4 showrooms to serve you: Sacramento, Rockland, Vacaville, and now in Elk Grove. Find them online at ZOTHEXflooring.com. That's ZOTEXflooring.com.
In this crazy real estate market, if you're even considering selling your home, you need options.
Because the fact of the matter is, selling your home is not one size fits all.
And at the Radio Realtors, we're all about options.
Yeah, maybe your home is in great condition and a traditional sale with a targeted marketing approach that gets you multiple offers over list price is what you want.
Or maybe you would sell if you had the perfect home to move to. then our Dream Home Finder program is your best option.
Or maybe your home needs a little sprucing up to get top dollar, then our quick fix and list option, where we pay for the repairs up front, is what you need.
Or maybe you have a house that's a real fixer and you just don't have the time, energy, or money to deal with it, and you need a competitive all-cash offer.
We do that too.
And just like you, we hate pushy salespeople.
And we hate gimmicks.
But we do love helping you get a premium for your home, whatever your situation is. Call or text us right now at 833-32-RADIO.
That's 833-32-RADIO.
833-32-RADIO.
Hi, this is Jerry with Chim Chimney Professional Fireplace and Home Services. Last year was our best ever, and to show our appreciation, we're offering discounts for all your spring cleaning and honeydew list. We're called Chim Chimney, so of course we do chimney cleaning and repairs, but we're also the trusted pros at rain gutter cleaning, dryer vent cleaning, pressure washing, tree trimming, and junk removal. Call us today at 916-247-6579 or online at thechimchimney.com. That's thechimchimney.com.
This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold a house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate. Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors. I love every second.
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall.
Let's go and sell some homes.
All right, so this part of the Radio Realtors is the Ask the Inspector section, and we just happen to have in the studio with us our good friend Ray Overton. He is the owner of Hawkeye Home Experts, and they are, in our opinion, the best home inspection company in the greater Sacramento area. And they not only do home inspections, but they do pest inspections, roof inspections. They do a bunch of ancillary inspections like sewer inspections. It is amazing all the things you can do. Like you said before, you're the one-stop shop for inspections for your home.
That's right.
Absolutely. So we got some calls in to the Radio Realtors, and we've got some emails and some Facebook posts. And our next question for the Ask the Inspector segment is from Teresa in Stockton. And this is her question here, Ray. It says, does a home inspection come with a guarantee?
That's kind of a loaded question there, Rob. We have a guarantee. Our guarantee is that if we miss something we should have told you about, then we're either going to fix it, replace it, or pay somebody to do it. But we can't find everything. There's no way that we're going to see absolutely everything. If the home is lived in, there's going to be carpeting down, rugs, furniture against the walls, what have you. And some of these homes we go into, they're absolutely packed with stored items. There's, 2 people per bedroom, and there's just stuff everywhere. But for us, we do guarantee our inspections. If we should have told you it was visible, it was accessible at the time, it's part of our home inspection, and we failed to tell you something about it, we absolutely guarantee it. But it is not a law or regulation or anything. It's per company.
Right. That's one of the great things about you guys is that you do guarantee your work.
Absolutely.
So if you miss something, you're going to take care of it. But the fact of the matter is, there's like thousands of things that you guys look at in a house. And sometimes you can't see everything because not everything is completely visible for people. So I totally get that.
Yeah.
All right. So the next question is, and this is a good one because I had this question as well, but it's from Ann in Curtis Park. And she said, what is an AFCI and what does it do?
Oh, that's a good one. AFCI is kind of a new safety device for our electrical panels.
Okay.
And it stands for Arc Fault Circuit Interrupter. And what that is, and the purpose of it is if, let's say somebody had an extension cord running under a rug and plugged in all the time, which you're not supposed to do. That's a safety hazard.
Right.
It's only meant for temporary use. But if something, let's say a kid had some scissors and he cut that cord and there was an arc in that, it would shut that breaker off before it shocked that kid. There's just a millisecond and it'll just turn that breaker off. So it's really a good safety device. And all new homes, the new electrical code, almost every circuit in your house is going to be AFCI or a combination of AFCI, GFCI breaker combination protected.
Sure.
So it's definitely a safety device.
That's good because, you know what, when I was in 7th grade in World of Manufacturing, I got electrocuted. And that is not a fun thing.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Mr. Mervich.
Shocking.
Yeah, it was shocking. Yeah, if it wasn't for Mr. Mervich pushing me off the outlet there, I think that I might not be here today.
Yeah. You know, the purpose of an overcurrent protection device or a breaker in a panel is to keep only a certain amount of current running through that, a certain amount of amps, voltage running through that current, through that circuit. So it can allow some kind of arc to happen. As long as not too much current is running through it, it'll continue to feed electricity to it. So it'll start a fire and it'll continue to arc and continue for that fire to burn. So that's what that AFCI is for.
Yeah. Another question, and you kind of mentioned it already, but it's from Brittany in Carmichael, and she said, what is a GFCI and what does it do? So kind of explain that.
Yeah, the difference, GFCI, or some people call them a GFI, that stands for ground fault circuit interrupter, and that also protects, actually the difference is it protects us from getting shocked. So if there's a fault to ground, that path of electricity, the way it's running through the wiring and everything, if it jumps out and has a fault, and many people have been killed from this, not having a GFCI, and actually they're required anywhere there may be water.
So your kitchen,
garage, exterior, bathrooms, especially your pool light. So that was the first place that they instituted that regulation, that standard is for pool lights.
So someone along the line jumped into their pool and...
Actually, it's actually kind of common.
Oh, man.
People lose their life every year from this and in pools because you have a pool light inside the water of the pool.
Right.
And that's all connected to the electricity. And if that GFCI is not working properly, very dangerous.
Yeah. So if you have a pool and you haven't had that checked in a while, maybe a good thing. Now, is that like a pool company come out to do that, or do you guys?
Well, when we do a pool inspection, we absolutely check that. Even if we don't, actually, I've instituted this in my company. Even if we're not doing the pool inspection, I want my inspectors to check that GFCI to make sure it's working properly.
Well, I know that I have a pool light and it hasn't worked for quite some time. It might be a good idea to get someone to come out and take a look at that. Change it out for us.
You know, the GFCIs, they say there's writing right on the GFCI outlet, and the GFCI has those test and reset buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they're black and red, but sometimes they're both the same color, white, or same color as the outlet.
Right.
But it says in writing, imprinted on it, test monthly.
Right.
And so you're supposed to push the test button, and then the reset button should pop out, and the outlet will go dead, and then you're supposed to reset it. So you're supposed to do that every month. Nobody does it. So those go defective all the time.
Wow, because that would not be a good thing, jumping into your pool. Or
you have your hair dryer, at the sink, or, you got your radio, listening to it in the tub, and thing falls in. And
exactly.
If you had a GFCI, it would trip it right away.
Right, so you wouldn't get electrocuted. Yeah, no, it's no fun, no bueno when you get even shocked just a little bit.
No.
Not good. All right, let's see here. Well, I think we've got time for at least one more question. The next question is from Rochelle in Plumas Lake. That's a great area out there.
Yeah.
She says, where am I required to have smoke and carbon monoxide detectors?
Yeah, that's a big question. We get asked that all the time. So it's supposed to be in the immediate vicinity of the sleeping rooms.
Okay,
so in the hallway, outside of every bedroom.
Now
within
that's smoke
20
detector
feet.
or
Smoke.
Smoke detector.
We'll just talk about smoke first. And then on each floor level, so if you have a 2-story house, you should have one on each floor, even if you don't have bedrooms on one of the floors, say the first floor. No bedrooms, all the bedrooms are upstairs. You should have one on the first floor and the second floor. Now, where it comes into a problem is when you have a split hallway system. You might have a bedroom or 2 bedrooms in the front of the house and 2 bedrooms on the left rear. Well, now you need 2 of those to be right outside of those bedrooms. Should be within 15, 20 feet of those sleeping rooms.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. So you don't need them in each of the bedrooms.
Today you do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, today. So we, of course, we deal with homes of all ages.
Right.
So a new home, they all have to be hardwired with a battery backup system. And so if one goes off, all smoke detectors will go off at the same time.
Gotcha.
And then smoke detectors are only good for 10 years.
Oh, okay.
So today they sell these 10-year life batteries. So if you put a 10-year life battery in your smoke detector and it's a new detector, Once that thing gets about 10 years, it's going to start beeping. Once that battery starts going dead, it'll start chirping on you. Once it starts chirping, that tells you, hey, time to change a battery. Well, that's a 10-year battery. Probably time to change the smoke detector as well.
So go ahead and be on the safe side. Don't
be on the safe side. So many people lose their lives every year from something, $15, $20, $25 for a smoke detector. And then the carbon monoxide is actually required on each floor level as well. Only in a home that has either a fireplace, a garage, or a gas burning appliance in it. Okay. So if it doesn't have any of those, you don't have to have a carbon monoxide. And then you only need those in the hallway approaching the sleeping rooms and on each floor.
Excellent. That's a great question from Rochelle there in Plumas. Well, we've got to go to break. If you'd like to ask a question of our inspector, Ray Overton of Hawkeye Home Experts, you can contact the Radio Realtors at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Or go to our website and live chat with us at radiorealtors.com, radiorealtors.com. And you can always go to their website. It's hawkeyehomeexperts.com. That's hawkeyehomeexperts.com, and book your inspections right from their website. We'll be back right after this. We are the Radio Realtors. Mortgage interest rates may be going up, but with Sammy Campbell and her team at Preferred Rate, you can still take advantage of a shifting real estate market. At Preferred Rate, they live by this motto, mortgages made simple, and they can help you lower your monthly payment, remove expensive mortgage insurance, or even reduce the length of your loan. All of these things could save you thousands in unnecessary interest, and with home values continuing to climb in Northern California, with Preferred Rate, you can easily tap into your equity to pay off high-interest credit cards, make home improvements, or use it however you like. And get this, if you're ready to buy a home, Preferred Rate makes the pre-approval process super easy and stress-free. Call Sammy Campbell now at 817-778-4592. That's 817-778-4592, or online at informedmortgagefinancing.com. informedmortgagefinancing.com. NMLS ID number 277792, Equal Housing Lender.
Trust the Hawk, Hawkeye Home Experts. Buying and selling a home can be stressful, but not with Hawkeye. Hawkeye Home Experts make home, pest, and roof inspections a breeze. If you're buying a home, Hawkeye will inspect it and give you a detailed report showing current and future problems that other companies might miss. If you're selling a home, Hawkeye will reveal anything that might get in the way of an easy transaction. Think Hawkeye, your trusted home inspection company. Online at HawkeyeHomeExperts.com. HawkeyeHomeExperts.com. Trust the Hawk.
So I was talking to this guy the other day who faithfully paid rent on the same home for 20 years. And get this, after that 20th year, his landlord gave him notice to move and told him he was selling the home because it was completely paid off. Now, this is a happy story if you're that seller, but such a sad one for the renter. But my question to you is, are you paying your landlord's mortgage? Did you know that you could buy a home of your own right now with very little money out of your pocket? And I know what you're thinking. Interest rates are up, home prices are up, and there's bidding wars on homes. Well, let me tell you, the market is shifting a bit, and we have a program that could get you into a home in as little as 10 days. Plus, we'll pay you up to $5,000 of our commission to help you buy that home. Nobody else offers that. So if you're tired of building wealth for your landlord and you want to start building wealth for you and your own family, call us now. Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall with eXp Realty, 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold the house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate. Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors. I love every second.
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall.
Let's go and sell some homes.
You know, we were talking about carpets being cleaned and everything. I don't think I've seen a house with carpet in it for like a year and a half. Everybody's taking their carpets out.
A lot of people are, but, it's funny. I still have carpet myself at my house. My parents just put some new carpet in their house.
Right.
So I think we're seeing a lot of LVP and hardwood and things like that. Like the home that I just put into escrow, they have acacia wood floors. Beautiful.
Very
like
nice.
Distress. So,
it's carpets in the homes now they're very rare with pets and kids and anyway.
All those things. Yeah. Well,
are we back on?
Yeah, we're back on, so
is that a
I'm
Phil
glad that
conundrum?
yeah, we're just chatting.
Okay.
Just having some fun. Well, welcome back to the show. We are the Radio Realtors, and we are broadcasting from the Zotex Flooring, Cabinets, and More studios. And my name is Robert Lewis, your real estate professor.
And I'm Frank Crandall, your consigliere of real estate.
And we are coming down the home stretch, and we are talking to you about a shocking real estate bombshell from Dave Ramsey, Frank. It's pretty exciting.
He is well respected.
He is definitely well respected, and we have to say that, Frank and I, we don't always agree with every single thing that Dave Ramsey says. But, I kind of look at any of those financial gurus as a smorgasbord. You don't eat every single thing at a smorgasbord, right?
That's right.
You take the things that you want, but you always got to get that soft serve ice cream at the end, no matter what. You got to get it. That's at least my opinion. But there's, certain things you're not going to want to eat, right? But the last couple of months, the real estate market has been very turbulent. I think that's a good word to describe it.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
Yeah, and the bad economic punches, they just keep coming with inflation and high gas prices and mortgage rates continuing to go up. And now we're hearing that R word that everybody's afraid of. And you know that word is, Frank?
Recession.
Recession, right. But you've probably heard that when the GDP or the gross domestic product decreases for 2 quarters in a row, that means we are in the R word, or recession. And when it's broadcasted on the mainstream media, it comes across as it is a catastrophe. It's like the Chicken Little going,
The sky is falling! The sky is falling!
Right?
Yeah, but what we're experiencing right now is nothing to have a panic attack. Right, Rob?
No, Frank, nobody needs to panic. But to add to all of this that we're seeing on TV, the summer is here, and people have been, a little bit distracted by summertime fun like vacations and spending money, with the thought that we're just not going to worry about possibly overspending right now. We're just going to deal with the consequences maybe in the fall, right?
Yeah, in addition to this, some people are thinking, I'm not going to worry about buying or selling a home right now either, right?
Right. And it's summertime, and we're just going to chill out and put life into kind of cruise control, and we're just going to deal with all of this stuff later is what we're seeing.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like being a kid out of school for summer, Rob. That was the best with that Alice Cooper song playing. And sometimes as adults, we want to do the same thing psychologically.
Yeah, we sure do, Frank. Statistics show that during the summer, church attendance goes down, charitable giving goes down, gym attendance goes down. And part of it is because we still have that kid inside us that feels like we should have a summer vacation.
And that sort of mental checkout is adding to the current real estate market, because prior to summer, people may have been excited about buying or selling their home, but now they have emotionally checked out for the summer.
And if you've listened to our radio show, you know that we don't always agree with everything Dave Ramsey says, but he said some things recently that we strongly support. So producer Phil, please play that clip from our good friend Dave Ramsey.
Here's the thing I want to tell you guys right now. This is an unusual market because we're kind of at this midpoint. There's like a tipping point thing going on. It's like it's getting ready to go and flip. It's not going to flip quick. But we're at this moment in time, and I would say for the next 6 months, this is going to be true. And you can't usually say this. Right now is the best time to buy a house in the next 5 years. Right now. And here's why, okay? Prices are not going to go down. Some of you are saying, well, I'm going to wait for prices to come down. You're not going to get them. Yeah. They're not coming down. They're going to go up slower, but they're not going to go down. They may not go up hardly at all, but they're not going to go down. And so 5 years from today, houses are going to be more expensive. This is as cheap as it's going to be in the next 5 years. So this is the best price right now if you're going to buy a house. Well, interest rates are up. Buy the house. If interest rates come back down, refinance. But don't not buy waiting on interest rates to come down. Just refinance the mortgage if interest rates come down. This is the best time to buy a house in the next 5 years.
Okay, we totally agree with Dave Ramsey on this. If you're a potential home buyer, this is the best time to get off the sidelines and into the game.
That's right, Frank. Interest rates may be up, but because a little more inventory is popping up and because some people are mentally, like you said, checking out for the summer, there are fewer buyers right now. And this means that there are very few bidding wars right now. And we're even getting some sellers to pay for closing costs, doing repairs, and giving concessions.
In addition to that, we are seeing price reductions and longer days on the market, but home values are not going to tank. They are just going to go up a little slower.
Right. So like we said last week, marry the house now and date the interest rate because you can refinance when rates go down, but you're going to be suffering from FOMO a year from now if you wait.
Yeah, Rob, the fear of missing out should get you off the fence. Give us a call right now and let us help you capitalize on this market. Call us now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
Or you can live chat with us 24/7 on our website, radiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com. Now, producer Phil, please roll that second clip from Dave Ramsey.
This is also the best time to sell a house in the next 5 years. Why? Because we still have semblance of the crazy white hot market around. And it's really just vibrating. It's still really, like if you're a seller, you really have a real hot commodity right now. You got a nice house you put on the market, it'll go. And it'll go for a really good price right now. And it may not be that way 6 months from now. The market may slow down enough that as a seller, you may have for a while to get a good price out of it. Now, I don't think you're going to lose money 5 years from now. But if you got I was talking with a friend of mine last night that had a really big expensive property that he sold. He said, because this was the best time in the next 5 years to get rid of that property. He goes, I didn't have to sell it, didn't need to sell it, but it was timing the market. This is it's an unusual statement when you can say this is the best time to sell in the next 5 years and this is the best time to buy in the next 5 years.
I know, because it's so expensive still.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, but it's not going to get cheaper.
Yeah.
It's not going to get cheaper. It's not going. You can't wait on it to get cheaper because it's not going to.
Now, Frank, this is so good because the housing market right now is the best possible market for potential home buyers and home sellers.
And Rob, we just got a text on the Radio Realtors hotline at 833-32-RADIO from Misty in Linda. She says, what causes real estate prices to go down?
Yeah, this is a great question, Misty. And Phil, make sure you get Misty's address so we can send her a Radio Realtors coffee mug. But Frank, the answer is pretty simple. Real estate prices go down when the housing supply is higher than housing demand.
That's right, Rob. But in the history of real estate, there is only one time in the last 100 years that housing prices have gone down. And that decrease wasn't due to higher mortgage interest rates.
Yeah, that's right, Frank, because in the early 80s, we were talking about this, I think just last week, when interest rates went up to 18% for a 30-year fixed mortgage, the prices didn't go down. Home sales did go down quite a bit because some people just couldn't afford the payment on a mortgage at 18%. But there were still people buying homes, and some people were utilizing cash to buy second and third homes.
Hey, Rob, Phil is saying that we just got another text on the Radio Realtors hotline at 833-32-RADIO. This one is from Rella from Fair Oaks, and she says, I've been hearing that we are in a real estate bubble, and the bubble is about to pop and bring prices down. What's your take on that?
Wow, this is another really, really good question.
We get asked that every day.
And Phil, once again, please get Rella's address so we can send her out a Radio Realtors coffee mug. We are not in a real estate bubble. You look at it this way. In 2021, we saw home prices go up on average over 30% nationwide. I mean, they went up 30%. And in 2022, we're forecasting right now around a 7% increase. And 7%, obviously isn't 30%, but if your home went up on average 7% over 30 years, you're going to be pretty wealthy because you bought that home.
And so I guess what we're saying is if there's a bubble, it's not on the mortgage interest rates, but on the rate of increase for housing appreciation.
Right, Frank. I mean, that housing appreciation bubble has already burst. We're not going to see home prices or values go up by 30% in a year for a long time. However, the prices aren't going to drop like 2008 either.
That's right. Earlier this week, Rob, on KCRA, they were reporting that there's a extreme shortage of housing in the U.S. and that the new housing starts are not increasing quickly enough to offset this. So we're not going to have a surplus of homes.
And what this means, Frank, is the house you buy today for $500,000 or $600,000 or $700,000, $800,000 or $1 million is going to cost more in 5 years than it does today.
And a year from now, any home you buy is going to be worth more than it is today. The prices are not going down, but we may see some price reductions because people listed their homes too high.
So you might be able to snag a home right now at the lowest price it may ever be. So why not get off the fence, get off the sidelines, get into the game, and give us a call right now if you want to be a home buyer. The number is 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Let us get you pre-approved today and out looking for homes.
Our number again is 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Or live chat with us online at radiorealtors.com.
So we are Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall with eXp Realty. And you know what? Just a reminder, you can catch all of our shows on our podcast, The Radio Realtors, found anywhere where you can find podcasts, or our website, radiorealtors.com. And you know what, Frank? Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this show.
Make it a wonderful week, everybody.
You know, some things are worth the wait, but in today's real estate market, you don't have time to wait for an inexperienced lender to take 30 days or longer to close your loan. That's why we recommend Jeff Compton. Jeff can close your purchase or refinance loan in 14 to 21 days in most cases. If you want great interest rates, low fees, and a quick close, you want Jeff Compton and Guild Mortgage. 916-765-2900 or online at jeffcompton.com, and MLS ID number 298997. Equal housing lender.
Hey, if you need flooring for your home, you need Zotex Flooring. They're your partners as you redesign or remodel your home. Check out their hundreds of amazing reviews on Yelp and Google. Zotex is family run, and their friendly design experts will help you pick a beautiful floor that suits your home and lifestyle. Zotex also has a wide selection of cabinets and countertops. 4 showrooms to serve you: Sacramento, Rockland, Vacaville, and now in Elk Grove. Find them online at ZOTHEXflooring.com. That's ZOTEXflooring.com.
So I was talking to this guy the other day who faithfully paid rent on the same home for 20 years. And get this, after that 20th year, his landlord gave him notice to move and told him he was selling the home because it was completely paid off. Now, this is a happy story if you're that seller, but such a sad one for the renter. But my question to you is, are you paying your landlord's mortgage? Did you know that you could buy a home of your own right now with very little money out of your pocket? And I know what you're thinking. Interest rates are up. Home prices are up, and there's bidding wars on homes. Well, let me tell you, the market is shifting a bit, and we have a program that could get you into a home in as little as 10 days. Plus, we'll pay you up to $5,000 of our commission to help you buy that home. Nobody else offers that. So if you're tired of building wealth for your landlord and you want to start building wealth for you and your own family, call us now. Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall with eXp Realty, 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
Hi, this is Jerry with Chim Chimney Professional Fireplace and Home Services. Last year was our best ever, and to show our appreciation, we're offering discounts for all your spring cleaning and honeydew list. We're called Chim Chimney, so of course we do chimney cleaning and repairs, but we're also the trusted pros at rain gutter cleaning, dryer vent cleaning, pressure washing, tree trimming, and junk removal. Call us today at 916-247-6579 or online at thechimchimney.com. That's thechimchimney.com.